What's up, guys? The NARUSAKU here, and this is the response, probably the first response I've ever done on the NARUSAKU channel. And this response is to a pretty cool reviewer of mine, one of my favorites actually, Ultra Black God 21 or Blue God 20 or Blue God 19. It's towards his new discussion video. Now, just so we know, and so I'll put this in here, this is not a bashing video. This is just a normal discussion. Unfortunately, a lot of people mistake that and sometimes think I'm bashing Blue God. I'm not doing that. This is just a normal discussion response. And this is towards the NARUSAKU Naruhina discussion. Now, if you didn't know, Blue God or Jerome once was a Naruhina fan but switched to NARUSAKU because he felt like the evidence was overwhelming for NARUSAKU. And I'm going to explain why I am a Naruhina fan, and if anyone would like me to be, I would be the leader and join this ninja pairing war, and I will be the leader for Naruhina fans if you want me to. If you don't, that's fine. I'm putting it out there. Anyways, here we go. One of the main things he brings up in this video is the fact that Naruto and Sakura spent more time together, which is kind of an obvious fact because, you know, the thing with that, in the defense, because I mean, he not hasn't spent as much time with Naruto, but he spent more time with Sakura. My defense of that is because most of that was forced, and let me explain how it was forced, Jerome. It was forced because they were forced to be on a team. Almost all of the moments you mentioned about Naruto and Sakura were team related. The shit with Sasuke, they were all in Team 7. I would expect Sakura to be there. As far as the whole Naruto saving Sakura when Sasuke was about to kill her, Naruto would have did that for anyone. So I had nothing. So I feel that's irrelevant. If anyone was in that position where they were about to die, Naruto could back them up. Naruto will back them up. That's the way Naruto is. That has nothing to do with it being Sakura. So I don't believe that's a NARUSAKU moment. I believe that's Naruto saving his goddamn teammate moment. Or a friend, whatever. But it's not a pairing moment, is what I'm calling these. So a lot of the time that Naruto hung out with Sakura was because they were on the team, especially in the beginning. In the beginning, you and me both know that Sakura didn't give a shit about Naruto. Point blank. The only reason why she even started talking to Naruto is because Sasuke burned her. Which is another thing we need to address real quick. You keep saying how NARUSAKU is going to be the pairing that will end up. Did you forget that she's in love with Sasuke? Now, I know the reason why you may have forgotten this, and it could be because, if I remember right, one of your videos you said, one of the videos, how Naruto will end, you believe Sasuke is going to die, and that Naruto and Sakura will hook up. Which would make a lot of sense why you really don't address Sasuke, but it's blatantly obvious. That chapter, I actually forgot the number because I'm not, like, holy crap, knowledgeable in every number of chapters, but the chapter where they were Team 7 reunites and they're fighting and shit, and Sakura tried to kill him and it didn't work, and then she froze. The frozen moment, a lot of people think that was a NARUSAKU moment because Naruto saved Sakura. It's actually a friggin' Sakura moment. I don't know. What is it? Sasu Saku or Saku Sasu? Yeah, Sasu or Saku. Yeah, you know, Sakura and Sasuke moment. Why? Because after all the shit he's done, even taking his Chidori and trying to kill her with it, she is still in love with this man. That is love. That is ridiculously retarded love, but it's love. That's just, you can't. She loved him so much. I mean, think about it. When it comes to love, you gotta accept the person for everything, their faults and their good points. The fact that Sakura can't even kill the guy. Sakura's never hit Sasuke in his life. Never. Never. Sakura has never hit Sasuke. And she can't even kill him. Even after all this shit he's done. After all the crap he's put her through. It's ridiculous. It's like one of the most ultimate abusive relationships I've ever seen in my life. She is in love with that man. I don't understand how any NARUSAKU fan doesn't understand that. She is blatantly in love with him. Now I'm not going to stick too long on that. That's the whole point. That's one of the other things. Second, Naruto respects Sasuke. Unfortunately, they're still best friends. Unofficial right now because Sasuke doesn't know it yet. So Naruto's not going to step in. I don't think Naruto would step in even if Sasuke died because that wouldn't be respectful. Even though he doesn't really owe Sasuke shit. And the one thing I will say about Naruhina that is backed up. There have been moments in the manga and anime where he has hung out with Hinata. The thing about that was a very particular special moment for me is because the times he hung out with Naruto, when he hung out with Hinata, all of that was voluntary. The only few times I thought it was forced is when they were on missions. Which I don't even think there's an official, no, there's like maybe 1 or 2 missions officially in the manga that actually forced Naruto and Hinata to be on the same team. But most of the time, if they hung out, it was by themselves. Now, obviously, it wasn't that much, so there aren't that many freaking moments to recall. But you can tell Naruto had feelings for it because I'm gonna bring back some old school shit, and I know this is really stupid, but I'm gonna bring it back. The Neji thing. Why is it that no one in Narusaka addresses that? That there's no connection for Naruto and Naruto and Hinata. What about the Neji thing? The Neji thing. That is Naruto fought that dude for Hinata for the most part. You can't tell me that wasn't what that fight was on. He has feelings for Hinata. He has enough. He has enough. So there is something there. There is obviously something there. In Shippuden, Kishimo's kind of bad with character development, aka Tintin. So we're not gonna. That could be one of the reasons why they haven't addressed it. Another thing about the confession, because you seem to think that the confession was more of on the lines of an aberration. Why would you have to say "I love you" if that was the case? That's not something I've never known. Isn't the type of person that just used the term "I love you" as a bullshit term. So when she said "I love you," I legitimately believe she meant "I love you." So in regards to that, I do legitimately think that she loves him. As far as Naruto not addressing it, it's probably the only one of the real good points you guys actually have, you Narusaku fans. And I respect that. Because that also bugs me in a personal, that Naruto has not addressed it yet. Now, I will say in certain parts he has been distracted, but he has had time in some sense. But most of the moments you mentioned with Sakura, about how he spent more time with Sakura, that shit's forced. That wasn't actually intentional. And you gotta remember, in shonen animes, they always do this. They always have 2 female kind of love interests. They have the one that's really into the main character, who, but usually is kind of a Sakura type, to be honest with you, and the girl who's using the main lead is usually really oblivious. Sakura's probably one of the first female leads who's actually who knows that Naruto has a crush on her. That usually doesn't happen in shonen animes. Hinata she kind of follows a kind of a shonen jump kind of style. Because I can name animes where these two characters type show up again. So just because Sakura's situation with Naruto isn't as set in stone as it is in other animes, aka Kenichi, like Miyu and him, and Renka and him, that's kind of, he's gonna end up with Miyu. This anime is not set in stone like that. So personally, I believe, as far as regards to she spent more time, that's not because it's not because she wanted to. I'm not going to say he didn't want to, because he wanted to. But she didn't really care. She really didn't want to be bothered with him. That's point blank. The reason why they even got close in the first place was because of them being on a team. That's not because she had feelings for him. And you're going to be, well, they grew into it. Well, okay, fine. They grew into it, but how you know that wasn't a friendship? They had to grow into it because they were on a freaking team. If they're on a team, they gotta learn how to do teamwork. They gotta understand each other's movements, know what the other one's thinking, so they know they can make certain moves or not. That would be strategical. So getting to know your partners is just something that had to happen. The same thing happened with Sai and Shippuden. They had to get to know Sai. because it's really bad to be on a 3-man team and the teamwork thing isn't established. I mean, Kakashi explained that crap in like episode 3 and 4. How do you know half of that character development wasn't based on teamwork? How do you know them getting to know each other wasn't on teamwork? Obviously, Naruto enjoyed it a little bit more until he blatantly I think he always kind of knew that Sakura didn't really give a shit about him. I mean, she gives a shit more on a friendship level. I don't think she gives a shit more on a love level. I mean, she legitimately sat there and lied to him. How? What was the confession for? The confession hurt Naruto more than it actually did any good. Because all she did was lie to him. I don't care how much you love someone, and you're gonna say, well, she had good intentions, and I'll give you that. She did have good intentions. She was trying to get him to stop hurting himself, but that wasn't. And she didn't even do this until Sai called her out on it, which means honestly, Sakura was literally just gonna go on using Naruto blissfully aware, but she loves Naruto, right? As much as the affection she still has for Sasuke, as much as how she's oblivious to what she's actually doing all the fucking time, she obviously is in love with Naruto. Not saying Narusaku sucks, but I don't believe it. It don't work. You know what? I'm not Naruto. I don't believe it. Sorry. Just to respond to it. Once again, this is not a bashing video. Just me discussing points. How long have I been talking? I've only been talking for 11 minutes. It's not cool. That's not that bad. That's about it. You can refute the points. You can do a. I would prefer video response personally, but if you want to review it in the comment section, go ahead. And Naruto fans, tell me if there were anything I missed. If there's certain things I was wrong on, and explain your reasons why. Because personally, I don't believe Sakura. I don't believe that he's gonna end up with Sakura. I think that troll that you were referring to throughout your video is kind of a blind Naruto fan, in the sense that he just likes them as a couple, which I think that's the only thing me and that person probably would have in common. Because personally, I do believe Hinata to be a better character than Sakura. Sakura's a main lead. That's the reason why. And that's what kind of annoys me. I kind of wish a shy girl would be a main lead for once. This is one of the only things about Naruto that kind of annoys me. But anyways, I'm getting off of topic here. This has been my response to Ultra Black God 21, Jerome Blue God 19, Blue God 20, whatever you want to call them. Enjoy. Not a bashing video. Look forward to your response. Life is a game. Just making up hand signs. I don't even know how to do Naruto hand signs. Anyway, life's a game, play to win. I will catch you guys later. Peace.